You may be wondering what our show is about. Classic Motorcycle Roadshow has lofty goals. We seek no less than to claim motorcycling as a fascinating lens to view history by exploring the stories of particular machines. We're also stimulating interest in the hobby of motorcycling by sharing the excitement of a barn find and the rich narrative hidden within these seemingly obsolete machines. Here in our booth, we have 3 incredible motorcycles. All of them have an amazing story. Our first story takes us to Rutland, North Dakota. Let's have a look. This Curtiss motorcycle was crashed in 1917, severely breaking the owner's leg. To spare himself any further grief, he stuck the bike up in the attic of the family farmhouse, where it remained for 92 years. The Curtiss came up for auction in the spring of 2009, and this is where we cut up with the story.
Hi, this is Paul Derleons, and I'm here at the Minnesota Vintage Motorcycle Auction here in St. Paul, Minnesota. And I'm here today to talk about this 100-year-old Curtiss motorcycle. It was built originally in 1909, and it was recently found in an abandoned house. It's been in one family since new. So there's some amazing features about this Curtiss. In 1909, when this bike was built, Curtiss had been making twist grips on his handlebars for 5 years. Now, Curtiss and Indians share the distinction of being the first to introduce twist grips on a motorcycle. Another great thing about this bike is it has a clutch. Now, as far as I know, there are only a couple of other Curtisses that have clutches, and this makes this a really, really rare bike. In 1909, very few motorcycles had clutches at all. They were direct drive. Once you started the motor, you were going, and the only way you were going to stop is by killing the engine. The other thing Curtiss did that's really cool, he made his own leather V-belts. Now, most motorcycles at the time just had a flat belt on pulleys, and they were really prone to slippage in the wet and in the muddy conditions on the road. The roads weren't paved. Having a V-belt doubled the amount of surface area that the belt could grip, which meant that the bike had a much more positive drive. So what's really important about the Curtiss motorcycle and what's really made Curtiss's reputation is his engines. When he started building these motorcycles in 1904 with a V-twin, V-twins were very rare in the United States at that point. And the greatest thing he did, which you can't see, but is inside, is he used roller bearings on the main shafts on the crank. And it made for a much, much more reliable and powerful engine. And it was so reliable that the nascent airplane industry used his engines, these V-twins and other engines, to power airplanes and dirigibles. Another reason why his engines are so reliable is he used pocket valves that are off on the side. They're away from the combustion chamber, which has all the heat in the motor. So because the valves were fairly fragile back then, the metallurgy was not so good with the steels at the time. Having the valves off to the side here made the engine much more reliable.
Hi, I'm Richard Olaf, Yellow Spear Restoration in Tomahawk, Wisconsin. And it'd be my opinion that the motorcycle should bring approximately $200,000 at this auction.
Oh, my name's Sid Chantland. Oh, the Curtiss is great. They have this huge aura around them, and they're incredible, cool bike, a lot of aviation history. Oh boy, I bet it goes. It's not a $200,000 to $500,000.
Oh, and here comes our feature of the sale.
I wanted to say something first.
Yeah, go ahead.
So you probably saw the signs out at the door saying that we're filming a TV show, and we are in fact filming a TV show here. The whole point of the show is really the story behind the motorcycles. This Curtiss is a perfect example. This bike was found 2 months ago in the family attic.
If there's anybody in the audience with their hand up, I'd appreciate it. There's international bidders on the phone. I would like to keep this bike in America if we can. It deserved to be in America. It deserved to be in a museum. I hope one of you can do it. Hope one of the phone bidders can do it. Todd, you've got an opportunity. This is a very important piece of American history. Thank you.
15, but a 150, 150,000 dollars here, 125, but a 150, 150,000, $125, 150, 150, 200, 175 now, 2 now, 2 now, 2, 175 and 2 here now, 2 now, 175, 185, 175 and 185, 185,000 dollars here, 175 is on the phone, 185, 195, and buy now, 195. Oh, it's just going to do nothing but go up in value. And it's got a story behind it. It's got history behind it. 195,000 dollars there. 190 now. Buy now. 190,000 but 195. 195,000 dollars here. Hey, Angel. Randy's trying to bid. 195. 200,000 on the phone. 210. 200,000. 210. 200,000. 210. Randy's out now. 200. 210. 210. 210,000. 200 on the there now. 200's on the phone. 210. 210 now. 200 on the there. 200,000 now. 210,000. 210,000. 210 now. 210 now. 200. 210. 210,000 now. Here. 200. 210,000. Yeah, be careful with it now, guys. 200. 210. 210. 210. The bike is for sale. It will have a new home. The family has made the decision to sell the bike. We've got $200,000 on the Curtiss, the 1909 Curtiss Twin. $200,000, 210,000, 210,000. The bike will have a new home today. 200,000 now, 210,000, 200,000 now. There now, 210,000, 210,000, 210 now, 10 now, 10 now, 10. When you're done, we're gonna go 200,000, but 210,000, 210,000. I sold the bike $200,000. We have our phone bidder here.
And the nice thing is, it's going to San Diego, California, into a collection that's staying in the United States of America. Let's give Tony a round of applause on the phone. He's staying right here, and he appreciates it, everything. Thank you, St. Paul.
There we go, going to San Diego, California, staying in the States. He bought a huge piece of American history there. We are going to bring up our next feature of the sale. And I believe, Paul, you're going to have some words about this one too, aren't you?
So the next time you're looking around in your garage or your barn or your attic, look closely.
You never know, you may find something amazing.